What if I told you that the richest man who ever lived wasn't a tech billionaire, a European monarch, or an oil tycoon, but an African king, whose name many have never even heard? His name was Mansa Musa, ruler of the mighty Mali Empire in the 14th century. His empire stretched across vast parts of West Africa, modern-day Mali, Senegal, Gambia, Niger, and beyond. This was a land of trade, knowledge, and unimaginable wealth, especially in gold. Musa inherited the throne in 1312, and under his leadership, Mali became one of the most powerful and wealthiest empires the world had ever seen. But Musa was more than a king. He was a visionary. In 1324, he set out on a pilgrimage to Mecca that would become legendary. This wasn't a humble journey. Musa's caravan included over 60,000 people, soldiers, attendants, musicians, and 12,000 enslaved men, each carrying gold. Hundreds of camels were loaded with as much as 135 kilograms of gold each. As they crossed the Sahara Desert and entered Cairo, Musa's generosity stunned the world. He gave away so much gold, freely to the poor, to merchants, to rulers, that he unintentionally caused the value of gold in Egypt to plummet. Inflation rippled across North Africa and the Middle East, lasting over a decade. But Musa's wealth was not his only legacy. Upon returning to Mali, he transformed his empire into a center of learning and faith. He commissioned mosques, including the famous Jingareber Mosque in Timbuktu, and built what would become the Sankore University, attracting scholars and students from across Africa and the Islamic world. Timbuktu became a beacon of African scholarship, philosophy, astronomy, and law, long before the Renaissance reached Europe. Musa's name echoed through continents. In 1375, European cartographers, astonished by his fame, depicted him in the Catalan Atlas, seated on a golden throne, holding a golden orb, reigning over an empire of wealth and wisdom. And yet, despite all this, his story has been neglected, hidden, or reduced to a footnote. They tell us about kings and emperors from the West, but leave out the African monarch whose wealth dwarfed them all. Mansa Musa's fortune, adjusted for modern value, is estimated to exceed $400 billion. But more importantly, his impact was cultural, intellectual, and spiritual. He showed the world that Africa was not a dark, forgotten continent, but a place of power, knowledge, and influence. Today, as we rediscover these hidden histories, we honor the legacy of Mansa Musa, not just the richest man who ever lived, but one of the most transformative leaders in human history. This is the story they never told you. This is the legacy they tried to erase. This is Africa Unveiled.